Happy hump day, everybody, and welcome. Mickey, get in here. Welcome to another edition of Time Out Overtime of the Time Out Overtime YouTube channel. I'm Rick Arstold. And if you're a regular or even a semi-regular viewer of this podcast, you know the drill by now. Get down there in the corner if you haven't done so yet and smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much. So, baseball is a very crazy game, isn't it? And I think the last 3 days have pointed that out. Unpredictable. You don't know. Get to that in a second. Get a couple of things out of the way here first. Stanley Cup Finals got underway last night with the Las Vegas Golden Knights getting a come-from-behind win over the Carolina Hurricane on the road. So obviously they're up 1-0 now. Game 2 in Carolina, I believe, will be tomorrow night. And of course, the NBA Finals get underway tonight in San Antonio, exclusively on the American Broadcasting Company network, with the New York Knicks taking on the San Antonio Spurs. I believe the Spurs are slight favorites. I said told you Monday, I wouldn't be all that shocked the way the Knicks are playing now if they were to win this series. Steal a game down there, come back here 1-1, and clean up at Madison Square Garden. They're playing awfully well right now. They've rattled off 11 wins in a row. First round of the playoffs, they got down 2-1 to Atlanta, and proceeded to win the next 3. So they won that series in 6. Second round, they swept the Sixers, who had beaten the Celtics. I'll never figure that one out either. And then, of course, went on to beat the Cavaliers in 4 games to where they are now in the NBA Finals. So the Knicks are playing very well. It wouldn't surprise me at all to see them. I wouldn't be shocked to see them win the series, not just the series, but the NBA championship, the Larry O'Brien Trophy, where they parade down the Canyon of Stars. It's been a while since they've done that. They haven't won a championship since 1973. 1973. Boy, 56 years. 56 years since the New York Knicks have won an NBA championship. In a way, I'm kind of pulling for the Knicks in this series. Like to see them do it. They certainly don't have the Brooklyn Nets to brag about in the Big Apple. So we'll see. Knicks, as I said, go into this having won 11 straight. Spurs did not have that easy of a time with the Thunder, but they did beat them. So that's where that's at. Commercial time. Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale, folks. Across the street from Aeroswick Printing, in between the railroad track. Everybody knows where the Finish Line restaurant is. Why? Because it's the best darn sit-down restaurant in our area, and it has been for more than 40 years, more than 4 decades, serving our community proudly. It's just the best of what they do. Now, why do you see a lot of the same faces in there? Well, for a reason. They know they're getting a great meal with great service at a very reasonable price. You can't ask for any more than that. Hours of operation, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. Now open Thursday and Friday night until 8. Friday, of course, will you can eat fish. Thursday night, classic car, drive-in theme, root beer floats, coney dogs, along with the regular menu. And there will also be a drawing every Thursday night. If you're dining in, you will register to win a gift certificate from the Finish Line. One for $10 and one for 20. Get your name in a hat. They draw the names out, and hey, you got a good shot at winning. Could win $10, could win $20. That's every Thursday night if you dine in at the Finish Line Family Restaurant. Again, award-winning breakfast served all day. A lot of new menu items. They're all good. I've had them all. Fast, friendly service, great family atmosphere, reasonably priced. What can you say? What can you possibly say? Look, when you fuel up from food at the Finish Line Family Restaurant, you're always going to finish first. You're always going to finish first. And again, I talk about that award-winning breakfast. A lot of people come in the evening and get breakfast any time of the day or night. Because, like I said, it's award-winning breakfast. Good old-fashioned. Everything, it's everything you would want in a good old-fashioned family sit-down restaurant. And like I said, when you look from food at the Finish Line, you're always going to finish first. And once you paid your bill, you walk out that door to your car, you'll have a big smile on your face. I promise you that. I better see you there tomorrow night. Okay? Don't forget to register for those cash prizes. All right. We're also sponsored by Barrett Insurance. Seniors, have you got your playbook ready for Medicare? Well, do you? Don't live. Healthcare costs meant you. We're calling an audible with Joe Rudin at Barrett Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. So whether you're aging into Medicare, you're in a special enrollment period, or you're losing other coverage, Joe's got the stance and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement healthcare costs. Now, what about businesses? Businesses don't get sacked. Joe's got group health coverage options for you too. Okay, you give him a call at 517-849-1000 or check him out at www.barrettins.com. That's all one word, 2 R's and 2 T's. You'll find him on the corner of US 12 and M99 in Jonesville. That's Joe Rudin Insurance, protecting your dreams, 517-849-1000. That's barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. Quality PC, downtown Hillsdale. As you know, one for them, we wouldn't be doing this. By the way, we're closing in on 300 subscribers, and I can't thank you folks enough for that. Okay. Quality PC, 37 Walter Street, downtown Hillsdale, just 100 feet west of Howell, maybe. 517-610-5372, the only place to go around here for technical service, any kind, anything at all. Joe, Tim Lilly and his staff are more than capable of resolving any technical issues you may encounter. Take it from me, okay? Whatever. Hey, look, computers never used, flat screen TV, money, programming setup. Maybe you're changing internet providers, you need that installed. Printers never used, anything at all. Just get in there and see them. Anything in regarding tech services, okay? Because these guys are the best at what they do. They really are. 517-610-5372, 37 Walter Street. Get in there and tell them Rick and Mickey sent you. Thank you very much. Baseball. My bag. That shows you what I know. I sat here on Monday before the first game of the series at Tampa, and I told you they were going to get swept. I told you they were going to be the sweepies. Well, instead, they ended up being the sweepers. And they went in there with the worst record in baseball. Tampa Bay had the best record in the American League. And they swept 3 games from the Rays. Now, they dug themselves such a big hole. Everybody's hitting 10 home runs in the series. 10 home runs in the series in 3 games. For the entire month of May, I think they had, 18? Look, they were 6-22 in May. The only way they're going to dig themselves out of this deep hole that they're in is to go 22-6 in the month of June. Well, they've got a good start at it. They've got tomorrow off before they're back home for a 2-series homestand with the Mariners, 3 with the Mariners, and 3 with the Twins, I believe. I don't, is it too late for this? Gleyber Torres is back. Terry Carpenter's back. Won't be that long before they get Casey Mize and Justin Verlander back. Jack Flaherty looks like a different pitcher now. Framber Valdez is pitching Friday. I don't know what to tell you about Framber. To me, he's been a huge disappointment. A huge disappointment for what they paid for him. I thought he would slot right in very nicely behind Terrence Skubal as the number 2 starter. Well, that hadn't happened. Troy Melton was sensational today. After the second inning, he gave up 2 early runs, one in the first, one in the second. After the second inning, he went the next 6 innings, I believe, without allowing a base runner. I think without allowing it. Troy Melton got a much deserved win today out of that game. And he's one of the bright young pitchers the Tigers have in the future. It's my understanding that Jackson Jobe is throwing off a mound now. It's been a little more than a year since his Tommy John surgery. I don't know how close he is to coming back. Justin Verlander did pitch at Toledo last night. I think he went 4 or 5 innings. Sounds like he's close to coming back. They'll have some decisions to make about this rotation once Mize and Verlander are healthy enough to come back. The way it looks, Ty Madden, I'd like to see him, even after these guys come back, I'd like to see him keep Ty Madden in the bullpen. I think he could be play a significant role down there. Once they come back, though, you look at this. You got Skubal, he'll be back by the end of the month, and of course Valdez and Jack Flaherty and Casey Mize and Troy Melton. Those are probably your starters. Okay. Even Emmanuel DeJesus, he looks like a different pitcher. He was very good last night in 4 innings of relief for Jack Flaherty. I don't think he allowed a base runner. This didn't the last 3 days. This doesn't look like the same team. All the hard hits, all the home runs. Dylan Dingler, a home run and another 4 RBI day, I believe. Gosh, he's got here. It's June 3rd, and Dylan Dingler already has 42 runs batted in with 14 home runs. He's on a pace to hit 40 with like 130 RBI. That's not going to happen. But I don't let there be no doubt right now as to who the starting American League catcher should be in the All-Star game. Mr. Dingler, the old Buckeye. Anyway, they needed that. Is this the point where they turn things around? Look, I don't know. There are still 13 games under 500. Even if they were to sweep the Mariners, who I think are playing the Mets tonight, they won 8 in a row now. They're in first place in the West. Even if they were to sweep the Mariners, they'd still be 10 games under 500. That's how deep of a hole they dug themselves. I don't know. You start playing better. I think the division's lost, but I think maybe a wild card. What are they now? 5 games out of a wild card. That last wild card spot. Anything is possible, but in my humble opinion, I think it's too late for this. You say, well, wait a minute. There's 100 games left. Yeah, I know. Stranger things have happened. But I just think they dug themselves too deep of a hole that they won't be able to get out of. I could be wrong. I was wrong when I said they were going to get swept, and they ended up doing the sweeping. Anyway, the Lions this morning announced that they have hired Chris Grier, former Miami Dolphins general manager. He was the general manager of the Dolphins from 2016 through last year. Okay. And he's got a job now. He's working in the Lions front office in an unspecified personnel position. We don't know what it is, but before he was the Dolphins general manager, he was their director of college scouting, which, of course, is what Brad Holmes did with the Rams before he came here. And in the words of Dave Burkett, I suppose an extra pair of eyes won't hurt. So, yeah. So next spring, when you're looking at the Lions war room on draft night, I have no doubt you'll see Chris Greer in there with Brad Holmes and Ray Agnew and everybody else. Chris Spielman, everybody else. Hey, Sheila. Okay. Before we get off, the FanDuel. By the way, round 2 of the OTAs are underway in Allen Park. I think they get underway tomorrow. Before we get out of here, next week, the 16th and the 17th, the Lions have their mandatory mini camp. The OTAs started yesterday and today, and they will wrap up tomorrow. Okay. And then next week, the 16th and the 17th, they do have a mandatory mini camp. Just want to run this by you. Right now, FanDuel has the Lions with the 4th best odds to win the NFC. 4th best odds to win the NFC. The Rams, of course, are plus 300. Seahawks, second at plus 550. 49ers are third at plus 850. Lions, fourth at plus 900. And the Eagles, fifth at plus 950. Odds from FanDuel to win the NFC. And if you do that, you're in the Super Bowl, right? FanDuel thinks they have the four. Well, they think only the Rams, Seahawks, and 49ers. 3 West Coast teams back, and they're all in the same conference. They're all in the same division. The NFC West. Rams, Seahawks, 49ers. In that order. With the best odds to come out of the NFC. Lions, Eagles after that. Interesting. I know it's early yet, but it'll be here before you know it. That's going to do it. I've talked enough for Wednesday. I will talk to you all again on Friday. Don't forget, every Saturday morning here locally on WCSR 92.1 FM. It's the Time Out with Andy Brown and Jed McNair show from 9 to 10 every Saturday morning. So until Friday, enjoy this great stretch of good weather we're having. Isn't it beautiful? We deserve it. So until Friday, thanks for watching. Remember to please treat each other with respect and have yourselves a great evening, everybody. And what should I say? Go Tigers. I'm not gonna say that. All right. See you Friday. So long. Bye-bye.